that we finished it because sometimes we don't, right?
Yeah.
In a class. Okay, so we're just going to put a window back on it. Did you do any work on it at home? Yeah. On the weekend? Oh, well, that's good. It worked out. Got 4 people away this morning, which is weird. And nobody else took the other makeup spots, so. No, also you work, right? Yeah, but also you work all week and then the weekend comes, so just gonna take it easy. Okay, so I'm gonna check this color against it. Yeah, I don't think we finished it. We kind of were on our way to it, but we're not there yet, okay? So you're gonna take all of that and you're gonna put it right there, okay? All of it.
Okay.
Because we're not keeping any of that as it is. So I don't know if I've mentioned peppercorns, but you're gonna put 2 peppercorns of this into this. You see those? Those are peppercorns. See how big 2 peppercorns are?
Oh, so small.
So 2 of that from your knife into that, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then we'll see if it needs a bit more. We always start with just a little bit to test the strength of something. It will make it bluer. It will also make it darker, which is what we want, right?
Okay.
Okay? 2 peppercorns. So 2 peppercorns are really small. It's like this, okay? So you're gonna mix that in there and then we'll take a look at it. Actually looking at it, it just ate it up. Let's put a bit more, okay? So mix that up and we'll take a look.
Okay.
I haven't rolled it out yet, so we don't know. Make sure that your charge is dark, so always there, even if you're working on your left. Yeah, and mixing is fastest if you just squish it, like there's a cockroach in there and you're trying to kill it. The faster, harder you squish it, the faster it gets mixed. And then you flip it and you do it again. So that didn't do much either, did it? So I'm gonna hold this up here. Yeah. And it's not blue enough and it's not dark enough yet. So put the rest of the blue in.
A little bit.
And we may, no, put all of it in. We're safe.
Oh, okay.
We're safe to put all of it in. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Do you need anything? Tea or coffee or anything?
I get a coffee.
Sure. What do you take?
Just black.
Okay. So there's a light in the middle of here.
Okay.
So we're gonna put a light there. I think you can use this one as the light.
Okay.
Which is just that little bit. See it? So that's gonna go here.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit there, and then all around it is a darker one. So we'll figure that one out after.
Okay.
That light there.
Okay. Thank you. Grab your coffee. This is worth it just to see the dog.
I know. That looks special.
I think your name's Sienna.
Sienna.
Okay, yeah. After the color, probably.
We used to have Great Danes, but
Oh, yeah.
we lost the Great Danes.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, and then we check it again. So everything is by comparison. It's not like you're following an exact recipe. You're following a recipe that tells you that it needs salt and a bit of, you know, whatever else. But you don't know how much until you add it and check it every now and again. So then I come back here and I check it. Oh, that's getting a little better. Yeah. That value's much better. So now we're gonna put the gray back into it. So we don't wanna change the value. So we're gonna put a gray of the same same value. So that would be too light, right? That would be even that. So we're gonna put, let's see, is it 5? See the knife. So we're gonna put a bit of number 7 gray in there. Grab number 7 gray, it's in the top drawer. We'll have 7 on the 2.
Number 7.
7, yeah. See? 7, that one. Good morning, how's it going? Hey, no problem at all. now that we're in just this video class, it doesn't matter. You come in, you know, you're not missing anything, in other words. So it doesn't matter. Things happen. Okay, so you're going to put this up and down. Now, for this stage, you actually don't need much paint, but anyway, we'll push it over here. And like I said, you can use that. Okay, so put this up here so you can see what you're shaded, so you can use the same information. And it's good the lines are dry, because if they weren't, you know, you'd be much more careful. You have to work around the lines. So do you need anything? Oh, okay. You want to put a window on it? Now the question is, do you want a small one? You know, because of the area you're working. Like let's say you were working up here. You could go like that, couldn't you? Or you can get a big one and put it on the hole. Over the whole nose? Okay. Is it a long one or a square one? Okay, so come on over here for a second. So most of the brushes in the room are filbert. See the tongue shape? That's what they look like. When you buy them brand new, they look like that. They have a skinny side and they have a wide side. So when you buy them new, you can paint any shape with them, right? You can paint into the corners of a star, you can paint the middle of it, you can paint a triangle, you can paint anything with that. Now, as you use them, they start to get worn down and worn down and worn down until you end up with a brush that looks like that. That's the same brush. It started like that. Because the canvas has a rough texture, and these are synthetic brushes, they get worn down, so you start losing the top and it gets worn down that far. Now that's a little too far. This brush is getting to the point where we might throw it out. But believe it or not, we use this for drawing. Feel how stiff the top of that is. That's too stiff. Okay, now feel how soft the top of it, how it started. We want something in between. So we are looking for what we call a distressed brush. A brush that is worn down, but not to the degree, more like this one, you see it? Now, once it's worn down to that degree, we use it for blending and for what you're doing, which is called scumbling or dry brushing. And you can no longer paint a star with it. You can't paint any shape with it. So we use these for other things. So as they become more and more destroyed through painting, we don't throw them away, they just have different uses, okay? So I'm getting you a variety of sizes now that we could use to do what you're doing. And they're all sort of worn down distress brushes. And the reason why we use them too is because they're a little stiffer than the floppy new ones. And we want a brush that can take a bit of pressure and not collapse on us. Now what you're going to be doing is called dry brushing. By the way, any brushes you have always go in a brush holder, otherwise they roll around. You'll probably do most of it with this brush. See this one? And you have to have a rag, and I'll get you a new rag in a second. You have to have a rag, because what you're doing is you're loading up your brush, and then you're wiping it off. When you wipe it off, don't wipe it off in the same spot, because that will become just as wet as that. The idea is that you're actually wiping the brush, okay? A little white area every time, make sure it's dry. Look how dry. See how dry it is? There's barely anything left. Go to an area that you know is dark, that you shaded dark. And by the way, it has nothing to do with dash lines. The dash lines is extra information. The solid lines are your main bedrock information, right? So you have to go, yeah, this is dark, that's light. So look at your solid lines. Start somewhere, and you know this is a dark, so you can go right to the edge to do the next bedbug line. And over here, right over to the edge of that bedbug line. Everything in that area is dark. Barely. This is more like drawing the paint because it's dependent upon how hard you press. Right? There's hardly any paint on here. So if I wanted it to be lighter, I could just press lightly, right? Make it lighter. If I wanted it darker, I could press. What I want though is for all of your darks to be the same degree of value. Same pressure. Okay, so if you accidentally made something too dark, then you will wipe it back. There are makeup sponges under here. And if you wipe very gently, you can take off whatever you need to. There's also, let's say you do an area that's supposed to be light, you make it dark. These are little makeup sponges that are like paint erasers. Takes paint right off, and we don't use mineral spirits. Because if you did, you'd be back to the light. up here and some of the little skinny ones over here, okay? And then put a dashed line here between the orange up here and the kind of more grayish blue.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's here. See the line?
Right.
It's where I just put a part of the line over my fingernails. We're gonna go a little bit lighter, so we'll put the rest of the light in, okay? And we might need a bit more, but check. Put that on there. Did you put a window on? Okay, so, and is that the light one you just used?
That's the one I just used.
Okay, so let's see how light it is. So, yeah, it's definitely not that one. So which one could it be? And that one you used was this one, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like we might have to make a new version. Pull out this one.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll see it, we'll probably make it from that. Uncle is Hannah Baker, you know, from up in Lancaster. And her grandfather's up here. Her uncle was one of my students, and he's a doctor from Hanover. He was the main, worked on the bodies. Coroner, he was the coroner up there for 35 years or something. But somehow he ended up back here. But then when COVID hit, he went back to work. So, but interesting family, you know, Hannah Baker's so famous in this area.
Yes, I saw a lot of Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, they sell them in this gallery here too. Have you ever gone in this gallery?
Not for a long time.
This one on Lock?
Yeah.
Because it had a good show on last month, but I missed it. It was like a historic show. I don't like his taste. He's a modernist.
Yeah.
So he likes the kind of thing that was big in the 50s and the 60s. Did you just go a little dark in that really light area? Yeah.
But I'm trying to get a little white.
Okay. Yeah, just stay away from the white. Even if you're going to go light, make sure that the color you have has color in it. That one is probably the most dangerous. It's closest to white. Hey, how's it going? We were just talking about you. Yes. We were just talking about Hannah Baker. Want a coffee or tea or anything?
Not got coffee though.
Oh, we're gonna, a little bit lighter, so we're gonna do, and a little bit grayer.
Gray?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put number 3 gray, which is a little lighter now in it.
Oh, those are not my favorite.
I will leave that there. Okay, you're gonna put half of that in there.
Half.
Did you pull out that one?
Yeah. There's a little bit.
Which one is it, that one?
Yeah.
That's so it's lighter. Yeah, you don't have much of that one. So I think we'll adjust this one because you've got more of that.
Yep.
So let's put a palette down here, take it down all four corners. Actually, we'll use half this one. Okay, take that down in all 4 corners and take maybe 1/3 of that and put it on there and start adding burnt umber to it and checking it against that. Right. Okay, you added that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now be careful because the paint is sneaking up here. And once it gets there, it tends to get on your hands. So you probably want to take a bit off. We're going to call this B1. Okay, for blue 1. And we're going to put a little piece of tape right there as a reminder of where we were, just like how we had one before. Detack the tape a bit with the oil from your fingers. That's B1, right? And now we're going to write where B1 goes on the back with that marker as well. So B1 is about here. So on here we write B1. And then we know where the color goes. It's like a paint by number. So, you know, week to week, if you're only here 2 hours a week, it's, you know, it's hard to remember. So this is a way of remembering. Now this is just one color we made. So what we're going to do now is put this, always put the color 1/3 of the way in the middle. See where I put it? Okay. And later on that will be closed. We're going to leave it there for now. Now we're going to go to another color. We're going to go to a lighter one over here. Okay. Now because we're going lighter, we're going to jump to a light cardstock and put that on instead. Okay, so we're going to go sort of for the light over here, one of the lighter ones. Okay, see it's lighter there? Detach the tape with the oil from your fingers. Okay, so now we're making this one. Now we're gonna take some of this and we're gonna go lighter with it. So we're gonna leave this back here for another color. And this one here, you're gonna add white to until it's as light as that one there, okay?
Okay.
A little bit of white, titanium white. Grab the white from the top drawer, titanium white.
That one.
It's white, yeah, it has a white,
That
white
one.
too. Okay, and you're gonna put the whites. Gone. Nobody wants yours. Still a little dark, aren't we? A little bit dark.
I think it looks like a...
Yeah, but we're trying to make the general thing there, not that little dot in the middle. We're trying to make the general thing there.
A
So,
little bit of white.
yeah, you're not there yet.
I put all of them.
Now, if you want to check value, did you down?
I think it's okay.
You think it's okay? Okay. Yeah, okay, we can live with that. So this is now your next B. This is or your B2, even though they're kind of green. Okay, write B2 up there. Here, what did I do with the marker? They're all right here, okay? So anytime you need them, they're just in that little cup there. Yeah, you have to
We go next color.
Okay, but what we do is we identify where we got that color from, and it also reminds you where you're going to put it. So before we move to a new color, we're going to put that on there like that, and you're going to write B2 on that spot on the back, okay? So flip it over. This one and that one. Okay, what's going on here? Because you've got a dark coming up here. Are you calling this all everything that's underneath? So you need to take that hair out of it. And then check a width and then that down the caliper just to make sure you know right. Okay, and that should be this one here. Yeah, it's good. I think I'm just gonna add one little tiny bit of glue to it, that's all. Add that blue to it, and that's your B3, okay? Put a little piece of tape on the in the window, and then write B3 on the back. We'll go on to the next color. Over to this one over here now,
Yeah.
which is a bit different, and that's darker again than the ones we've been working with. Okay, clean off your palette knives with the toilet papers. Oh yeah, we've got 5 minutes left. You don't want to make the lightest one. So you want to always make your way to the lightest one. So what you need up there is something more like that. And I would take most of that with that, because it's near that. Okay, now you want to put a glove on each hand. You're going to do it slowly. See, don't press hard, it'll buckle it. Just spend enough time in one area that you make it dark enough.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be black, it just has to be as dark as that what's within that circle, okay?
Okay.
Every 20 seconds, take it like this as a tube, shake it over the garbage can to get the dust off so it doesn't get on the front.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And unfortunately, you have to do the whole thing right to the edge, all right?
Okay.
So there you go. Don't forget, keep shaking it every now and again.
Okay.